A while back, I told you FLR could drop another 30 to 40%. At the time, my argument was simple. If things got better and the Federal Reserve started easing, FLR had a chance to recover. If those things did not happen, I said FLR could fall another 40%. Well, that prediction turned out to be right. FLR is now trading near its all-time lows, down 90% from its peak. And before we get into why this is happening, do me a quick favor. If you're interested in FLR, other alts, and the bigger crypto market, hit the like button. It helps the channel, it helps me, and it lets me know you want more videos like this one. Now, here's the interesting part. The reason FLR is down this much is not because the project stopped building. Actually, during the period, FLR continued shipping upgrades, expanding its ecosystem, and attracting new partnerships. So, the question is, why is FLR falling despite the improving fundamentals? Is this a FLR problem, or is it a much bigger crypto market problem? Let's unpack this. This is not financial advice, always do your own research. Let's start with a quick recap. Last time, I said two things needed to happen for altcoins and FLR to really run. The PMI needed to get back above 50, and the Fed needed to start cutting rates, ideally moving toward QE. Well, PMI has been above 50 for 7 straight months now. July came in at 55.6, which is the strongest reading in the last 4 years. Although the Fed side didn't show up, because the rates have been stuck at 3.5 to 3.75% since spring. The new Fed chair Kevin Warsh has been openly hawkish, and markets are pricing almost zero chance of a cut this year. So we won't get QE this year. But now that PMI, which signals economic expansion, did what it needed to do, here's the question that actually matters. Why didn't altcoins skyrocket? The answer is Bitcoin. While stocks had one of their best stretches in years, the S&P 500 hitting record highs on the back of the AI stocks, Bitcoin was doing the opposite. A drop of 40% this year alone. That's a huge divergence between the two markets that normally move in the same direction. And when Bitcoin bleeds, altcoins bleed worse. Every single time. It didn't matter that the stock market was doing well. Bitcoin had its own bear market running underneath it, and that dragged everything altcoin related down with it. PMI or no PMI. Now here's what's interesting. Some of the most experienced analysts think this drop is completely normal. They say Bitcoin has followed a similar 4-year cycle for years, and this is just another part of that pattern. Others, however, believe that the cycle no longer works because ETFs and big institutions have changed the market. Nobody knows who's right for certain. But so far, the price is following the 4-year cycle almost perfectly. And if that cycle is indeed still intact, Bitcoin could be getting close to its bottom. And I'm curious what you think here. Do you still believe the 4-year Bitcoin cycle works, or do you think the institutions have completely changed the market? Let me know in the comments, because I'll come back to those responses later in one of my next videos. The cycle's important, but there's another crucial thing: the Bitcoin dominance. It shows basically what percentage of all crypto money is sitting in Bitcoin instead of altcoins, and this year it is sitting at around 60% strong. If we want altcoins to move, then we need to see weakness in this chart and money to start flowing into altcoins. And then there's the Altcoin Season Index, which is sitting at 50, but it needs to hit 75 and above for us to officially call it alt season. The plain truth is that money simply has not rotated into altcoins. Some of that is the new spot ETFs. Big institutional money flows straight into Bitcoin now and mostly stays there instead of spreading out into altcoins the way retail used to. That's a structural change from past cycles, and it's a big reason this one feels different. But here's what makes this frustrating if you're holding FLR specifically. The actual project has been shipping. F-Assets v1.3 went live in May, making it way easier to mint FXRP directly from XRP. The XRP Alliance launched the same month, opening access to hundreds of thousands of hardware wallet users. Public companies are putting real money into FLR's ecosystem for yield, and on the supply side, FLR cut its own inflation rate and wrapped up its multi-year token distribution program, so that there's less structural sell pressure than there used to be. Yet, none of that mattered, because when Bitcoin's bleeding, and dominance is climbing, good news gets buried. In all fairness, this is a market-wide problem and not specifically tied to Flare. Based on everything we said so far, one question still remains unanswered though. Should you buy Flare now? Well, if you're DCAing, this is honestly a reasonable zone to be buying into. We're sitting at a new all-time low, and honestly, averaging in here isn't a bad idea. But if we're trying to actually trade this rather than just accumulate, I would want to see some strength first. Some real proof that money is flowing back into Flare and not simply a green candle or two. For me, that starts with Bitcoin, reclaiming its daily 200 EMA, sitting up around $71,500 right now. And alongside that, I want to see Bitcoin dominance actually rolling over, with the Altcoin Season Index climbing off the floor. Now that combination is what tells you capital is rotating out of Bitcoin and into names like Flare. But until that shows up, I'm treating this as a DCA zone and not a trade. So that's the Flare story. It's not that its fundamentals are bad. It's that Bitcoin's bear market swallowed the whole altcoin space. Now, in case you haven't commented yet, I want to hear from you. Are you in the 4-year Bitcoin cycle camp or the this time it's different camp? Drop your answer in the comments, and if this video helped you understand what's happening with Flare, then hit like and subscribe to the channel. I'm Stan, and I hope to see you again next time here on airdrops.com. Until then, take care. Ciao.